Hi everybody, welcome back to Coffee Culture Around the World from Sagebrush Coffee. Last lesson, we talked about Turkish coffee and coffee culture in the Ottoman Empire. Today, we're going to be exploring Italian coffee culture and the creation of espresso. As I mentioned in the first lesson, coffee was brought to the Republic of Venice by Turkish merchants around 1600. The Catholic Church had a lot of skepticism over this new drink because of the controversy it had started in the Middle East. Clergy's brought the drink to Pope Clement III in hopes that he would place a coffee ban to avoid such controversy in the Italian peninsula. But to their surprise, the Pope loved it. Coffee quickly gained popularity in the area after receiving an official blessing from the Pope. As the drink itself became more popular, the demand for coffee houses began to grow. The first coffee house was opened around 1675 in Venice, and more than 200 others opened throughout the next century. In December of 1720, a particularly remarkable coffee house opened in Venice named Café Florian. Still open today, Café Florian is the longest-standing cafe in the world. When it first opened, the cafe served coffee and wine imported from various different countries and regions. In addition to drinks, Café Florian offered some unique services, the most unique being that it homed wounded soldiers to be treated inside of its walls during the Revolution of 1848. Café Florian started exhibiting fine art in 1895 when they became the first ever hosts for La Biennale di Venezia, an annual art exhibition that has become one of the most prestigious art functions in the world and is preparing for its 127th occurrence in 2022. Today, Café Florian still offers its guests a selection of carefully curated rooms to sit and enjoy coffee, pastries, snacks, and drinks, all while soaking up the rich history. As other coffee houses and cafes popped up around the Italian peninsula, coffee culture secured a permanent spot in Italian society. As many of you already know, Italy would become the birthplace of espresso. This all started in the late 1800s and early 1900s as inventors began exploring ways to speed up the brewing process using steam. Angelo Moriendo of Turin was the first person to create a steam-powered machine that would eventually lead to the modern-day espresso machine. He got a patent for this machine in 1884, but not much success came out of it. After Moriendo, Luigi Bizzarra made improvements to the existing machine. He began tamping coffee grounds, introduced portafilters, and eventually created the first machine to pull a single shot of espresso in a matter of seconds. But the issue with his model was that it was heated over an open flame, which made it impractical and inconsistent. Then, in 1903, Desiderio Pavoni bought the existing patent and worked to improve it. Pavoni succeeded in his attempts and introduced the machine at the Milan Fair in 1906. His model had the first pressure release valve and a steam wand. About 50 years later, a Milanese cafe owner named Achille Gaggia transformed Pavoni's invention into a countertop, lever-operated espresso machine very similar to what we see today. Gaggia's machine was the first to pull shots that had a layer of crema over the top. Crema is a floating foam-like substance that forms as a shot is pulled and which, according to its Italian birthplace, signifies a quality shot. As these newly improved machines began to hit the market, different types of espresso drinks were created so that coffee-loving Italians could enjoy their drinks during each and every part of the day. Cappuccinos, my personal favorite, were created as a drink to go with breakfast. Café Normal, a simple shot of espresso, became an after-dinner drink, and Americanos were made to resemble drip coffee and please American tourists. Italian-made espresso machines started to circulate throughout the rest of Europe shortly after coffee itself. Next lesson, we're going to dive deeper into that journey throughout the rest of Europe. Make sure to tune in for lesson 4 and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I'm Kourtney, and I'll see you next time.